Today's episode of Wine Time Fridays is brought to you in part by our friends at Kestrel Vintners and Seasons of Coeur d'Alene.
It's been a long week, right? Are you ready to wind down? Why not? It's time for the Wine Time Fridays podcast with Shelley and Phil. Neither are sommeliers, but both have a deep passion for life, each other, and of course, delicious wine. And now, here to talk about this week over a glass of wine is Shelley and Phil. It's wine time!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil on this Friday, February 7th, 2025, episode 251. Happy Friday, Shelley. You're going to have to reach and stretch. It's wine time. She moved the... Now she's going to have to go fetch it again at the end.
It's because I'm fetching.
You are fetching. What a great way to, a great segue into the month of love. This is our first episode in February, and we're going to really go sweet tonight.
Really sweet.
Really sweet. And we've got some guests in little short bursts. Mm-hmm. So I think we probably should right away, because people have been emailing. They are wondering what Snow Watch 2025 is. So
it's here.
It's here. I don't know. We had anywhere from 6 to 8 inches total, maybe. But anyway.
Cassie measured it at her house.
Where does she live?
Said, I'm not exactly sure.
And what was it?
Over 7 inches.
Yeah, I cleaned off the deck on Wednesday night. And Thursday morning there was still there. So that was the last thing I did on Wednesday night, and yet there we go. So there's your Snow Watch 2025. You will not hear that again for the rest of the year because it's already come.
Now we're hoping for rain.
Yeah, no, we are. I think possibly next week. Might get a little rain. I don't know. We'll see. Wanted to mention real quick about, before we get to this first wine, I wanted to mention about the hospice event. We poured the readers from J. Bookwalter and Portlandia. They were fantastic.
Mm-hmm. We did that for Vehrs with Lisa.
Yes, Vehrs with Lisa and Cassie with Barrique. And in fact, I asked a bunch of people what their favorite wine and food pairing is, whether it's romantic night or just Valentine's Day. And both Cassie and Lisa started off right off the bat with old standbys. Some, what do we have? Bubblies and...
Oysters.
And oysters.
Lisa said bubbles and oysters.
Yeah. And
champagne and oysters.
Cassie was Rosé Crémant. I'll let them tell you. I am here now with Cassie with Barrique Distribution. She's the, or distributors. She is the sales rep for them. And Cassie, Valentine's Day is coming up a week from today. What is your go-to wine and food pairing?
Well, I'm always a bubbles girl, so I would go with a lovely Rosé Crémant from Burgundy. Fresh, ripe strawberries. That's it.
There's nothing wrong with that. That sounds delicious. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am here with Lisa with Vehrs, our good friend Lisa. We've known for a long time, and we're actually pouring the wines from J. Bookwalter and Portlandia from your book. Lisa, Valentine's Day is a week from today. What is a perfect wine and food pairing for you?
Champagne and oysters all day.
Did you want to think, is that your final answer?
Final answer, Phil. That's an easy one.
Thank you so much. So you can tell there was a lot of energy in the room, and people were really behaved. It seems like year after year, there's a little personality that goes on every
Just give me some more.
event. Yeah, towards the end, they're pouring their own. It's not a good thing. This year wasn't so much that way. And I don't know, people were they're always nice, but I didn't meet anybody who's pretentious. I love that, and sometimes you run into those people. Anyway, we are going to start with the 2016 Kestrel Ice Wine. There we go. And we are going to pour them, Shelley, in these little glasses you got me a year ago for my birthday. For those of you watching on YouTube.
Didn't they come from North Star? I think they did.
Oh, that.
Not when we went there, but when we went there with Trevor and the group.
Oh, way back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess I
Interesting.
put them away.
By the way, Trevor with Terroir is up for Best Wine Bar here in town. Oh, yeah.
Well, they're all the best wine bars.
Yes, you're right about that. It smells very interesting. Shelley, I sent you, did you do anything with that email?
No.
Okay. I sent you a whole sheet of show notes. Or, I'm not show notes, but tasting notes on this. But that's okay. Now, would you like peace or
I always
dream
like peace.
or explore?
Peace.
Peace. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to show those on YouTube because I'm going to take this off. But there is the peace.
Little gold embossed.
Yeah.
Like
And we're just-
glasses.
Just little tastes of this.
Okay.
I'm going to go with explore. Because you say I dream too much.
I don't think I said that.
Okay. Just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and record this, but I did bring... There we are. Look at that. I did bring 2 repours up. And you can see repour right here. Maybe not for this, but for one of these, because we're going to do a port styled, 2 port styles, and then an actual port. Okay. What does this smell like?
I wonder what grape it is.
It would have been on the Viognier and Gewürztraminer. 50-50, Yakima Valley. It's going to be a higher alcohol. My guess about 18-ish. I am very far off. This says 11.
Because it's ice wine, it's not fortified.
Oh, there we go. See, that's why we need Shelley here. Okay. To health, wealth, and abundance. Gratitude. Romance in the month of love.
Peace on earth.
With exploration. Ooh, there's no ring on that one.
No ring. That's really nice. Really nice. I taste the gourds.
Is that right? Good job.
I taste raisins also, which
Yeah, but they're like golden raisins, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not like the brown or whatever. These are like some of the, I don't know, I just get golden raisins. This is a really fun way to start. So do we have food pairings that we can talk about this?
Well, don't ask Trevor. He won't put sweet things with sweet things. And I'm more like that in that I'd rather not have sweet with sweet. I'd rather have something complimentary. Sweet with a not so sweet. This would be good with charcuterie,
Yeah.
a brie.
I was going to say, in my notes, I've got brie with fig jam and prosciutto. It seems to me that would be a pretty good little...
Maybe a tiny bit of fig jam, but prosciutto, yes.
You know what? I know...
Chocolate-covered strawberries is what you have, but to me that's too much sweetness.
And it's also a little...
Also depends if you like sweet or salty things, and I normally would pick potato chips over M&Ms.
Oh, probably. You know what I want to do for Valentine's Day, which is a week from today?
What?
I want to do bananas Foster.
Ah. That's
I think you
good.
could actually drizzle this on Bananas Foster a little bit.
Yeah.
This is really good. I'm super stoked. We have so much to go through. I want to make sure that we're given enough time. So I think we're going to take a break, and we're going to hear from Joel from Terraza Waterfront Grill about what he would pair. He gives us two things. And then on the way back, we'll hear from Cynthia from Fred Meyer. We'll be right back. We are here with Joel from Terraza Waterfront Grill. Joel, Valentine's Day is a week from today. What would be your perfect wine and food pairing?
I would go ahead with one of our sea bass dishes and a glass of our New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, the Kuranui, will pair just perfectly. That sea bass has just a slight bit of spice, and so that wine will just pair perfectly and mellow everything out. Other than that, might go with one of our rack of lambs and a glass of our Powers Red Blend.
The Powers Red Blend and the Sauvignon Blanc, both outstanding pairings. Thank you, Joel. Go visit Joel and company down at Terraza. You know them well. They're one of our sponsors. I'm here with actually Cynthia with Fred Meyer, one of the new wine buyers here at Fred Meyer. She is killing it here. Cynthia, Valentine's Day is 1 week from today. What is your favorite go-to wine and food pairing for Valentine's Day?
Well, if you're having a lovely light lemon chicken dish, I'd go with the Warris Hubert Albacent Grand Cru. It's a Blanc de Blanc, and it pairs perfect with it.
$55 for that's a champagne, yes?
It's a champagne.
$55 for champagne, lemon chicken. Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays. Shelley's been talking already. I want to thank both Joel and Cynthia for those ideas. It's just fun to hear what other people think of as what they'd like to have. We are about to open up a 2019 Eternal Bliss Fortified Syrah. I mean, you can't see it, but Shelley's wondering how I'm going to open this.
Because it's pretty thick.
It's a nice wax top.
It's not too waxy. It's not.
It doesn't go all the way
I
down.
hope.
But talk amongst yourself.
Don't spill it on the carpet.
Oh, well, there we go.
Ta-da!
So we got that part done. And
It's such a cute bottle.
yeah, we have a number of these smaller port style or fortified wines downstairs. Honestly, we don't open these very often.
It's true.
Let's see what we got here. Very excited about this.
I bet they go with pistachios. I bet this would go with pistachios.
Yeah, we are on a pistachio kick. Oh. Look at this cork if you're on YouTube. It kind of swelled a little bit, kind of like one,
Like a champagne?
like a sparkler, yeah. May I?
Just very little.
I don't really want to do well, it's hard to do a super small. See, this is what happens. I just spilled all over the place. Look, Shelley comes prepared. She knows who she's dealing with. All right, this is how these repours work. Comes with a little foil thing.
You can only use them once.
Once per bottle, okay? And
Well,
do not
once.
lay down. But, so I'll
But they
stick
work
that-
very, very, very well.
They really do. There we are. Oh, she's helping me clean up my mess. Okay. This is where we get to start to have a little fun. Hashtag cheersing.
Cheersing.
Now, this one's going to be a little bit more alcohol.
This probably needs a different glass.
Maybe.
We don't have that kind of glass.
Maybe. Wow.
Also delish.
Also delish, and also you could lay this puppy down for a little while. There we are. 21%. That's what we were expecting. I was expecting on the other one, but it didn't quite happen. I tell you, what's your favorite chocolate?
I want to say Godiva because
Besides
it has
Godiva.
a reputation, but I like See's candies. Oh, I also like this one kind. It's Bosges out of Las Vegas. They come in a purple box.
I thought you liked Theo.
That's not chocolates. That's just chocolate bar.
What's your favorite chocolate bar?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't got Theo. But I have something. This is
Hoo-ha.
Well, I don't think it's hoo-ha. This is a nut butter filled cashew butter and raspberry dark chocolate, 70% cacao. And Shelley, we're going to have this, a little bit of this, before dinner.
Haven't had dinner.
I know. Because I wanted to have something fun. We talk about wine and food pairings. All right, you and I are gonna share one. I'll take a bite, then you take a bite.
Okay, that's romantic.
There we go.
Need some cayenne pepper in there.
Ooh, you know what? You're probably right about that. Does Theo have one of those?
I don't think so.
I want to say they do.
The VOSGES chocolates have cayenne pepper. They also have one with wasabi.
I probably wouldn't like that one.
No.
You know. What'd you say?
Help.
That's an Instagram thing. So we heard from Cassie and Lisa kind of on the appetizers sort of thing. And then Joel and Cynthia, a little bit of main course. We got a little bit more main course that we're going to hear right now from Kevin Olsenberg from Odom, and then Sherilyn Richardson, who used to be the wine buyer at Fred Meyer. And she's going to talk about a little dinner and wine pairing as well.
Now she's with Hayden Beverage.
Oh, Hayden Beverage. Thank you. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to hear from them right now. I am now with Kevin Olsenberg, longtime friend, I think,
Absolutely friend.
That's right. And he's with Odom. And Kevin, since Valentine's Day is a week from today, what would be your favorite wine and food pairing?
Well, I'm thinking a rack of lamb. Yeah. And
I have an idea what you're going to say.
I love Syrah with rack of lamb.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with the Amavi Cellars Syrah out of Walla Walla Valley. It's 100% estate Syrah made by Jean-Francois Perret.
You just wanted to say that today.
I love saying the guy's name, and I love the guy himself, and he's just a magical winemaker. But I think that wine is going to go great with the rack of lamb. And because it's Valentine's Day, Amavi translates to love and life.
Oh, Kevin, you nailed it. You came with the thunder. By the way, Kevin is going to be a guest on our podcast sometime at the end of February as a part of our Wine is Like Music. Thanks, Kevin.
Super looking forward to it. Bye.
I am here with Sherilyn Richardson with Hayden Beverage here at the, of course, hospice event, wine tasting event. Sherilyn, I want to know what your go-to, because Valentine's Day is in a week, what is your go-to wine and food pairing for Valentine's Day?
So I would say whenever I have anything special going on, especially Valentine's Day. I love a beautiful Guidoberto from Italy. And my boyfriend does this amazing dry aged steak.
Nice.
So we buy a big prime rib roast, we dry age it, and then we grill that, and that Guidoberto just makes the finishing touch to make it a perfectly rounded, beautiful dinner, to make a perfect occasion.
I love that, and thank you, and appreciate this.
Thank you.
Again, we recorded both of those at the hospice event, and it's just fun to hear people's different ideas. You've got two people that have talked about a rack of lamb. Joel talked about the Powers Red Blend, and Kevin was like Amavi Sellers Syrah with the rack of lamb, and Amavi means love of life.
Yes.
If we had an Amavi, I was going to use that for the wine word of the week, but I didn't.
But we don't.
We could talk about the wine word of the week real quick if you like.
It's Vinamor,
Yeah, Vinamor.
which just translates the love of wine.
Oh man, I just got into the raspberry. I have to a little bit more.
I don't think it's a good match, but then again.
All right, Vinamor.
The passion and love for wine itself. I would say also for everything that surrounds it.
Yeah,
The winemaking, the wine growing,
I think so.
watching the fields.
This is, I think the pairing's really pretty good. I love that little kick of raspberry in there. That's pretty good.
Raspberry and peanut butter. Never would have thought. Or cashew butter, actually.
You have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich sometimes.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, once in 10 years. Once every 10
Well, let's
years.
put it this way. Peanut butter and jelly is something people
A
are very...
staple.
A staple, yeah. So we're about to go into another break, and we're going to hear from Cinda from Idaho Wine Merchant. And then out of the break, we're going to hear from Dustin with Bogle. He was on episode 209, one that you didn't make. Yeah, so we have to get him back on. Anyway, we'll hear from Cinda on the way into the break and Dustin on the way out, and we'll see you on the other side.
That is exceptional.
I am here with Cinda with Idaho Wine Merchant here at the hospice tasting event, wine tasting event. And since Valentine's Day is in 1 week from today, Cinda, what is your perfect wine and food pairing for Valentine's Day?
Perfect wine and food would be a Walla Walla Vintners of any kinds with basically an array of food ranging from meat to seafood.
So, the whole kit and caboodle charcuterie board with meat, cheeses, crackers, and seafood.
Yep.
She nailed it. Thank you, Cinda.
There you go.
I am here now with Dustin with Bogle here at the Hospice Wine event. And Dustin, we have Valentine's Day coming up a week from today. On a perfect date night for you, what do you have in your wine glass and what are you pairing that with?
Good question. My go-to is from our Juggernaut brand. Our Juggernaut wines are kind of an appellation series that we have, but our Juggernaut Russian River Pinot Noir is one of my favorites. I love Russian River Pinot, and it just pairs well with so many different foods. If I'm going with like a big steak, my wife and I, she tends to like our Cabernet. So Juggernaut Cabernet, followed up or preceded by with the Juggernaut Russian River Pinot Noir.
Both of those sound absolutely delicious, and now I'm starving.
Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays. Episode 251 on this Friday, February 7th, 1 week from Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is on a Friday this year, so the restaurants are going to be even more busy than usual. So you may want to stay home and have some of these wines and some charcuterie and some treats.
Yeah, you know,
I did send out my newsletter today, and it had ideas for Valentine's gifts.
Are you guys signed up for Shelley's newsletter?
They wouldn't want to be. It's for midlife women.
Well, we don't know if there might be midlife women. Probably are.
Maybe.
Listening to this. She does a great job. Just did a workshop last week. Yeah, last week. Anyway, and we talked about that. So we are going to get into some kind of heavy hitters now. We've got the 2001 Daniel Gehrs Fireside Port that we got down in Santa Barbara.
When we went to Santa Barbara?
Ago. Yeah.
Like 2003, 4, 3.
Yeah,
maybe
around
4.
there. So this we've had, and we've got the repour, just a little. There we go. Look at that. Just a little. There we go.
Did we open this and immediately put that in?
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. There's seems to be a discrepancy of opinions regarding how long you port and fortified wines and port style will last after opening. I've heard anywhere from,
a couple of weeks or a week.
Well, even like 2 to 3 weeks to 6 months. And I forget when we open this up, but this will be very interesting.
Mm-hmm. But this one did have the repour.
Right away. Yeah, I put the repour in right away. By the way, if you look in the show notes, I always have products that we use. And you click on that link, and it'll take you to our products page that we use. And you can get it if you'd like. Again, we've said before, if you get something that is on that page, there's a small affiliate link. Shelley might make 8.5 cents. So,
if that.
If that. All right. Hashtag cheersing.
Hi, Lucy.
Oh.
That is good too. You can taste the age.
Yes, this is
It is really
fantastic. Did you say the wine word of the week who that sponsor was?
I did not. CDA Gourmet Wine Word of the Week.
Yeah, you need to go in there this weekend and grab some fun.
They have a lot of new barware type things too. So go check that out.
Sorry, I
Well, Phil licks his glass.
don't want to spill a drop. Yeah, I
Remember, we had a Sterling Zinfandel.
Oh my God, that's right.
Port style
In
wine.
1981.
Was it in 81?
Yeah.
It was really old. And we kept it all the way till about a year and a half ago. And it was still okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't make it anymore.
Oh, look what I have.
Another chocolate.
Theo.
We haven't eaten dinner.
It's just a little nibble.
You said, you lied. You said, I don't have any Theo.
I lied.
You did.
When you open this chocolate, it's like the golden ticket on Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
Why?
Because it looked like that gold and stuff like that. Anyway.
Oh, that's silver.
Okay.
Will
Fine.
you take a bite?
Yep.
I'll take a bite.
So, this
is low carb.
I'm actually I'm going through a little bit faster on these wines. Both of these chocolate bars I got at Pilgrim's, and the Who is actually on sale. But
What a change. Flour prices already went up. But the chocolate prices went down, so that's good. Their chocolate price, anyway.
very good. When I asked this question to these folks that have been talking about it, a couple of them asked what our go-to is, what my, and it's like, we really love steak and Cabernet Sauvignon to the point we have it once or twice a week. In fact, we had it last night. And so, the thing is, Shelley's such a good cook that we really eat very well all the time. But I might have a couple tricks up my sleeve for actual Valentine's Day. I'll probably ruin everything, but I'm going to give it a go.
Hopefully we're not going out for dinner.
No.
Oh, good.
There's 2 times you never want to go out.
We are not a newbie.
Valentine's Day and New Year's Eve. That's when the rookies are out. Do not do that. By the way, why would you want to go out for Valentine's Day for dinner on Valentine's Day when you're going to get horrible service? They want to push you in and get you out. I feel bad for the restaurants because on Friday, they're going to be typically busier than other days anyway. If you can get a Valentine's Day on a Tuesday or Wednesday for them, they are all in. All in on that. This is fantastic. This is a sea salt one.
That's good. Yeah.
I was curious if that was going to work at all.
And did it?
I think so.
Yes. You didn't ask my Valentine's pairing.
No. What is it?
Champagne and French fries.
We'll do that. I can get French fries, unless you want me to make them.
No.
I just put together a shelving unit downstairs, and it's our sparklers and our screw cap wines, because they can stand up, although some sparklers can't, I guess. But anyway, we have like 8 or 9 sparklers down there.
I know, we don't drink them often.
We need to probably drink them a little bit. We do. Anyway, this is fantastic. And the last one we are going to do tonight
is a real port.
Is a real port.
A Tawny port.
Yep, and it's from Portugal, which is why you can call it port.
It's Fonseca.
Oh, man. Okay. A little bit for Shelley. Oh. A little bit for Phil. Oh. This is a 10-year-old matured in wood Fonseca Porto. That's a nice big bottle and a nice big label.
So at my former husband and I's wedding, that's what we gave the bridesmaids.
Oh, good Lord.
And groomsmen, Fonseca port.
Great. I'm so happy. Have we taken 2 or 3 breaks?
I'm not sure.
Was it 1, 2? I think we've only taken 2 breaks. We need to take one more break after this because we'll do business and then we'll wrap it up. As you would say, wrap it up.
Yum, yum.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But actually, I liked the Daniel Gehrs a little better than this.
Interesting.
The Daniel Gehrs is older than this, right?
Oh, it is, because this was bottled in 2017. So
it's
10-year, it was in the
15-ish.
barrel in 07, and then they bottled it at 17. So that's the 10-year aspect of that. And the Daniel Gehrs was 2001.
But we don't know how long it was.
No, we don't. We don't at all.
Barrels.
Some things like, okay, so I did actually do some notes on these chocolates. So the Nut Butterfilled Cashew Butter and Raspberry Dark Chocolate.
That's a lot to put in a chocolate bar.
Yeah, organic, 70% cacao. Brachetto di Acqui is an Italian sparkling wine, and the fruity and floral flavors will complement the raspberry and nutty notes in the chocolate. A tawny port, which I might grab yours and check that out because we have the tawny port in the glass.
There you go.
I'm going to do that right now. And then that would go with the Nut. Gewürztraminer. The ice wine might have gone with that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
On the Theo organic sea salt, ruby port, which I would call that Daniel Gehrs, yes? Fireside port. Cabernet Sauvignon, I think would go with either of these chocolates, to be honest.
Yeah, how come you can call that Fireside port?
That's a good question. Amador County.
I guess because you put Fireside in front of it.
Maybe. Sorry. This is very good. But I guess this is a day that you want to plan a little bit. Every day you and I kind of go through the dinner making experience together. You're doing 95% of the actual making of dinner, but you'll say, can you grab me this from the freezer? Can you grab me this from downstairs? Can you stir this while I need to do this? And that sort of thing. And then we always have a glass of wine, and there's usually talk radio on instead of music, but maybe for Valentine's Day we'll have music.
Lately, there's been talk radio.
Yeah.
Because now we found John and Ken without Ken.
Was it?
From KFI AM 640.
640. Yeah.
In Los Angeles.
We don't hear about that very often, do we? Anyway, but I don't think that a lot of houses do what we do. And so I think it would be a fun night to go outside the box a little bit, make some dinner together, pour a little wine, and I'm not going to say anything else. Get down tonight. Had a little Casey and the Sunshine Band in my mind. I'm here with Keith Bowe with North Idaho Cuisine here at the hospice event. Valentine's Day is a week from today. Keith is a foodie, and he loves his wine. Keith, tell me, what is your favorite wine and food pairing that you would do for Valentine's Day?
You know, it's very interesting because I never plan a meal when I cook at home. I never do meal planning at all. I'll ask my kid what she's in the mood for. What kind of cuisine? Does she want Latin, French, German, soup, Italian? You know what she's in the mood for? Tacos, you know? And then I just wing it. So I shop small. So I go to the grocery store and I look for what's bright, what's fresh, what's quality, and I just pick little things. And then every night, off script, I just wing it. So, do I have a perfect Valentine's Day meal and wine pairing? No, not really. Depends on what I see, what I'm in the mood for. One of my go-tos, I'd say, would be hard to beat. Mishi oysters, ice cold, and an ice cold Grey Goose martini.
Oh, look at you.
So I was jogging once. I used to be jogging before I blew my knees out, and I was jogging down Lakeshore Boulevard in front of Tony's on the Lake.
Right.
And Tony's on the Lake, never having been inside before. This is years and years and years ago. I thought, who would eat there? It says like chicken and spaghetti. I'm like, yeah. You know, and then I was jogging one day. It was really, really hot. And I went inside early. It was maybe 3:30, probably not 4. They were open, but not dinner service.
Right.
And I sat at the bar and I ordered a Grey Goose martini. And it was shaken, so I had little shards of ice in it. And on a hot day, you know, 95, 90 degrees outside after running, it was smooth as ice water. And I ordered the Carpaccio, right? And I was waiting for the Carpaccio to order a second martini. And I took a bite of that Carpaccio. So the Carpaccio, they had capers and arugula and a gorgonzola cream sauce. And I rolled up that Carpaccio on my fork and put it in my mouth. And I was stunned. I said, this is probably the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. So it's that combo between an ice-cold Grey Goose martini at the right time and that elegant, soft, delicate Carpaccio was beautiful.
It's all about timing, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'd probably say, default, I don't do it very often. I don't drink martinis that often. I'd love an ice-cold Grey Goose martini shaken with shards of ice and ice-cold Mishi oysters, clean and crisp and beautiful, you know. And then my second choice, I lost my train of thought. I'm thinking about Carpaccio and oysters.
But I know, I can get you there, right?
Yeah, I guess, you know, it'd kind of be what you see at the time, you know. I had something in mind, but I just lost my track. I lost track of it. I got so into my story.
Well, that's okay. I appreciate this. And this has been really fun.
Yeah. Cheers.
I am here with Sarah at Pilgrim's Market. And I'm holding something that's not wine. Sarah, Valentine's Day is a week from today. What do you think is your go-to wine and food pairing? But something tells me it's not wine.
You know, I love, and I've done this every year for many years now, the Sam Smith Organic Chocolate Stout blended with the Lindemans Raspberry Framboise sour kind of type beer. Those two blended together, about 2/3 to 1/3 stout to the raspberry, is like a little chocolate raspberry. Delicious.
It's a beer blend right there.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.
I've got the lineup in front of me. You can't see me, which is probably best. We have the ice wine from Kestrel, the Eternal Wine, Fortified Syrah, 2019, the Daniel Gehrs Fireside Port, and then the Fonseca, 10-year-old Tawny Port.
Porto.
Yeah, so I'm going to take these down because I really need to see my pretty face in this. But that was the lineup. By the way, I had fun taking pictures of those.
In the snow.
In the snow with the sun kind of out. Some wines we have enjoyed this week. You want to go through those? Or you want me to?
I will.
I will.
The Butterfly Effect Reserve Shiraz and Chardonnay. Oh. Remois Séné Père et Fille Bourgogne.
Nice.
Father and son, Bourgogne.
We really like that. That was a white Burgundy.
Yep. J. Bookwalter Suspense. And a whole slew of wines we tried at the hospice event.
We did.
I didn't try that many, but...
I was saying some of the wines that stood out for me. Did I not put them down here? I thought I did, and then I didn't add them again. Anyway, it was Myth, and what was the other one? I can't remember. Oh, there you go. Anyway, what to expect next week? It's Valentine's Day. I'm guessing a sparkler.
Yeah, I guess so.
A box of See's chocolates.
If you can find them.
They're in the mall.
Are they in the mall now?
They've been in the mall.
Well, they usually go there during the holidays, and then
they're actually in a storefront in the mall.
And that's what they do during the holidays.
Well, that's silly. And then coming up in the future, do you want to talk about that?
Syrah Day is on the 16th. Global Drink Wine Day is on the 18th. Open That Bottle Night is on the 22nd. Do we know what we're doing?
Yes, we do.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Oh, yes. It's our own wine that we made.
It's our own wine.
Mulled Wine Day is on the 3rd, and Global Nebbiolo Day is on the 5th.
Yep. And actually, we've got March. Yeah, we've got March lining up pretty well. We have got John Freeman with Waterbrook Brown Family Vineyards and Do Epic wines. He is making wines for a lot of different brands under their portfolio. We have got, we'll go over it next week because I didn't put them down, but we have the entire month loaded up. And then April, there's no actual wine month in April, so we'll kind of pick up some pieces.
Should we invent our own wine month?
We could.
It's Blend Your Own Wine Month.
Blend Your Own Month. On YouTube, write in the comments. On Facebook, write in the comments. Well, you're not on Facebook. Anyway, what we should do for April to make it a wine month. Rick Bakas started Chardonnay Day.
Chardonnay Day? Oh.
And Cabernet Sauvignon Day. So why can't we start something like that? A huge thanks to today's sponsors, Kestrel Vintners, Naked Wines, and Seasons of Coeur d'Alene. I wanted to... I know Terraza's got a Valentine special. I don't know about Seasons. They're so busy, they couldn't get back to me. So you'll just have to give a call down there.
I'm sure they've got something going on.
Yeah, and all the information.
But did you know about their half-off Wednesdays?
Yes, we should talk all the time about that.
We should talk all the time. If you go down there, you get half off of a bottle.
Wine Down Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wine Down Wednesdays. I mean, people come in and buy long shadows.
That's
a good price.
I don't know if they have long shadows there, but they do come in and buy Silver Oak.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. 50%. That's a $60 bottle of Silver Oak. That's typically $120. Oh, but Phil, I can get that Silver Oak at the store for $85. Okay, $60 for a bottle of Silver Oak, yes. Which is less than the store. Shelley, thank you. I'm glad you're going through life with me and just the romance aspect of it. There we go. Fetching you are. It all comes full circle. With a little bit of knowledge, wine becomes a lot less overwhelming. See you next week with some fun things for Valentine's Day.
Thank you for spending part of your day to wind down with Shelley and Phil. Remember, you can listen to any episode of the Wine Time Fridays podcast by visiting winetimefridays.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And join us on our Wine Time Fridays Facebook page, Instagram, or on Twitter, which is @VintageTweets, for daily conversation. Until next week, here's our toast to you. To health, wealth, abundance, gratitude, peace on earth, and of course, romance.